Om Namah Shivaya. Today we are going to recite Shiv Tandav Stotram, written by the great Ravana, dedicated to the Almighty Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Jatatavi galajjala pravaha pavi tasthale gale lambya lambitam bhujanga tunga malikam damat 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 daman ninada vaddamarvayam chakara chanda tandavam tanotuna shiva shivam. With his neck consecrated by the flow of water that flows from his hair, and on his neck a snake which is hung like a garland, and the damaru drum that emits the sound damat 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 damat. Lord Shiva did the auspicious dance of Tandava. May he give prosperity to all of us. Jata kataha sambramam brahmanni limpa nirjari vilola vichi vallari virajamana murdhani dhagad 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 jwalal lalata patta pavake kisora chandra sekhare rati pratikshanam mama. I have a deep interest in Shiva, whose head is glorified by the rows of moving waves of the celestial Ganga river, which stir in the deep well of his hair entangled locks, who has the brilliant fire burning on the surface of his forehead, and who has the crescent moon as a jewel on his head. Dhara dharendra nandini vilasa bandhu bandhura sfurat diganta santati pramodamana manashe kripa kataksha dhorani niruddha durdharapadi kichit digambare mano vinodametu vastuni. May my mind seek happiness in Lord Shiva, in whose mind all the living beings of the glorious universe exist, who is the companion of Parvati, daughter of the mountain king, who controls unsurpassed adversity with his compassionate gaze, which is all-pervading, and who wears the heavens as his raiment. Jata bhujanga pingala sfurat fana madi prabha kadamba kumkumam drava pralipta dvikta dhumukhe Madanda Sinduras Furatva Guttariya Medure Mano Vinoda Adbhutam Vibhartu Bhuta Bhartari. May I find wonderful pleasure in Lord Shiva, who is the advocate of all life, with his creeping snake, with its reddish brown hood, and the shine of its gem on it, spreading variegated colors on the beautiful faces of the goddesses of the directions, which is covered by a shimmering shawl made from the skin of a huge, inebriated elephant. Sahasralochana pravritya sesa lekha sekhara prasuna dhuli dhorani vidhusarandhri pithabhu Bhujanga Raja Malaya Nibatta Jata Jutaka Shriye Chiraya Jayatam Chakora Bandhu Sekhara. May Lord Shiva give us prosperity, who has the moon as a crown, whose hair is bound by the red snake garland, whose footrest is darkened by the flow of dust from flowers which fall from the heads of all the gods, Indra, Vishnu and others. Lalata Chatva Rajvala Dhananjaya Sfulinga Bha Nipita Pancha Sayakam Nimanni Limpanayakam Sudhamayukha Lekhaya Virajamana Sekhara Maha Kapali Sampade Sirojaya Lamastuna. May we obtain the riches of the Siddhis from the tangled strands Shiva's hair, who devoured the god of love with the sparks of the fire that burns on his forehead, which is revered by all the heavenly leaders, which is beautiful, with a crescent moon. Karala bhala pattika dhagad 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 jwala dhananjaya dharikrita prachanda pancha sayake dhara dharendra nandini kuchagra chitra patraka prakalpanai kashilpini trilochane ratirmama. My interest is in Lord Shiva, who has 3 eyes, who offered the powerful god of love to fire. The terrible surface of his forehead burns with the sound dhagat, dhagat. He is the only artist expert in tracing decorative lines on the tips of the breast of Parvati, the daughter of Mountain King. Navina Mega Mandali Nirutta Durdharasfurat Kuhu Nishothi Nitama Prabandha Bandhu Kandhara Nilimpa Nirjari Dharasta No Tu Kritti Sindhura Kala Nidhana Bandhura Shriyam Jagat Dhurandhara. May Lord Shiva give us prosperity, the one who bears the weight of his universe, who is enchanting with the moon, who has the celestial river Ganga, whose neck is dark as midnight on a new moon night covered in layers of clouds. Prafulla Neela Pankaja Prapancha Kali Machata Vidambi Kantha Kandara Ruchi Pravanda Kandaram Smarachidam Purachidam Bhavachidam Makhachidam Gajachidanta Kachidam Tamam Takachidam Bhaje. I pray to Lord Shiva, whose neck is bound with the brightness of the temples, hanging with the glory of fully bloomed blue lotus flowers, which look like the blackness of the universe, who is the slayer of Manamatha, who destroyed the Tripura, who destroyed the bonds of worldly life, who destroyed the sacrifice, who destroyed the demon Andhaka, who is the destroyer of the elephants, and who has overwhelmed the god of death, Yama. Agarva sarva mangala kala kadamba manjari rasa pravaha madhuri vijrimbhana madhuvratam smarantakam purantakam bhavantakam makhantakam gajantakantakantakam tamam takantakam bhaje. I pray to Lord Shiva, who has bees flying all around because of the sweet scent of honey coming from the beautiful bouquet of auspicious Kadamba flowers, who is the slayer of Manamatha, who destroyed the Tripura, who destroyed the bonds of worldly life, who destroyed the sacrifice, who destroyed the demon Andhaka, who is the destroyer of the elephants and who has overwhelmed the god of death, Yama. Jayatvada Bhravibhrama Brahmat Bhujanga Maspura Digad Digad Dinirgamat Karala Bhala Havyavat Dhimad 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 Dinan Mridanga Tunga Mangala Dhvani Krama Pravartita Prachanda Tandava Shiva. Shiva, whose dance of Tandava is in tune with the series of loud sounds of drum making the sound Dhimid Dhimid, who has fire on his great forehead, the fire that is spreading out because of the breath of snake wandering in whirling motions in the glorious sky. Dvisadvichitra talpayor bhujanga mokti kasrajor garishta ratna lostayo saritvipaksha pakshayo trinaravinda chakshuksho prajamahin mahendrayo samam pravartayan mana kada sada sivam bhaje. When will I be able to worship Lord Shiva, the eternally auspicious God, with equanimous vision towards people or emperors, towards a blade of grass and a lotus, towards friends and enemies, towards the most precious gem and a lump of dirt, toward a snake or a garland, and towards the varied forms of the world. Kada nilimpa nirjari nikujja kotare vasan vimukta durmati sada siram sthalam jalivahan vimukta lola lochanola lama bhala lagnaka shiveti mantra mucharan kada sukhi bhavamyaham. Kada nilampi nirjari nikuja kotare vasan vimukta durmati sada sirah sthalam jalivahan vimukta lola lochanola lama bhala lagnaka shiveti mantra mucharan kada sukhi bhavamyaham. When I can be happy living in a cave near the celestial river Ganga, bringing my hands clasped on my head all the time, with my impure thoughts washed away, uttering the mantra of Shiva, devoted to the god with a glorious forehead and with vibrant eyes. Nilimpanath Nagari Kadamba Maula Mallika Nigumpha Neera Vaksharan Madrishna Kamanohara Tanotuno Mano Mudam Binodani Mahonisham Parishrayam Parampadam Tadam Gajatvi Shamchaya Prachanda Vada Vanala Pravhashubha Pracharani Mahashta Siddhi Kamini Janavahut Jalpana Vimuktavamalochano Vivaha Kali Kadvini Shiveti Mantra Bhushago Jagadjayaya Jayatam Imam hi nityameva mukta mota mahstavam pathan smaran bravannaro vishuddhameti santatam Hare Gurau subhakti masu yati nam yathagatim vimohanam hidehanam dusankarasya chintanam पूजावसान समय दशवक्र त्रगीतम यशंभु पूजनम मीदम पठति प्रदोषे तस्य स्थिरो रथ गजेन्द्र तुम्रगयुक्ताम लक्ष्मी सदैव सुमुखिम प्रददातिम शंभु इति शिव तांडव स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम. Anyone who reads, remembers and recites this stotra as stated here is purified forever and obtains devotion in the great Guru Shiva. For this devotion, there is no other way or refuse. Just the mere thought of Shiva removes the delusion. Sada Shivam Bhajamyaham. Sada Shivam Bhajamyaham. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva.